In the last video, I showed you how you can insert data using controllers and models. We created a model last video. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can work with Cedar. First of all, let's just type PHP Artisan again. I want to show you about two commands in PHP Artisan. So, first command I want to talk about is make Cedar. If you want to create a Cedar class, you can either issue this class or go ahead and create it for yourself. I mean, if you just type this command, it's gonna, create the class for you, and all you need on top of the class will be written in your class, and it's really easy to do. But if you come down here, we have another command which is for db seed. That's it. I'm going to issue it at the end of this video. Seeds the database with records. So we also need a composer called Faker, which I think F. Zaniotti made that. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to pop over to our database. Let's open up this. And we have three folders. First one is factories. The second one is migration. We already worked with migrations, and we have factories, and we have also seeds, and inside these seeds we have database cedar.php. Before opening this file, let's go back here and type our commands. PHP Artisan, let's say make cedar, and then let's name it. We're going to use the same principle, which is starting with capital letter, painting, and then camel case, painting table Cedar. So it's a camel case and starting with a capital letter. Let's hit enter, and Cedar saved successfully. If you pop over here, in the blink of an eye, you can see that painting and table Cedar is created here. If you open up this file, you see that we have only one method called run. This is something that usually runs when you actually call db seed. So inside this, before we continue, let's peek in this file as well. We have exactly the same kind of method here, as well as same class here, which extends seed, which we're extending seed here. So we're using this seed, and in the database we're using Eloquent as well. We're not inheriting, we're not doing anything with Eloquent model, but we are inheriting from it. Well, we're actually using it. So, and then in laravel 5 we have two models, which is actually model on guard and regard. In between there is something is put into a comment for us, Laravel. Actually, this is not something that I wrote before I create the video, but what this does is actually calls the database Cedar class. So what we're doing here, all you need to do, just copy this line and get rid of this command, and let's say this call, and use the class we created earlier, which is painting table Cedar. Make sure you spell it right. Painting table Cedar. Yep. I'm going to close this, and let's pop over to iTerm. Clear the screen. Let's type composer require, and we need a composer package called Faker. So the author of this package is F. Zaniotti. So I'm just going to type his name, F. I'm assuming he's a male, so that's why I'm saying he. Zaniotti. So FZANINOTTY, then /Faker, enter, and let's just wait a little bit. See, I didn't spell it right, so I'm just going to type it again with an O at the end. What this package does actually is lets you to put fake data in your database. So I don't want to put some records with my hand, which I think is going to take a long time to put some data in your database. So what this package does, it gets all of that data, which I'm going to show you how to use for loop to generate all of those data and put in your database and use it inside your application. So all of those data that we are putting in our database using Faker will be seen by user in our template. So at the moment it's just removing Faker and installing Saniato, working log file and generating optimized class file, and everything is done. So it went ahead and write a log file for us and generate an auto load files. So if you go back to your auto load files, which is inside your vendor, you won't be able to see it until you have went to your folders and see this vendor. In the vendor folder, you have all of your composer files and directories in it. So you went ahead and issued two other comments like artisan clear compiled and artisan optimize. So now we can actually work with this Faker. So how are we gonna work with this Faker? We go back to our painting class, which is here. Inside our run method, we're gonna make a Faker and equal it to Faker \factory. There you go. You can see that code hints come into effect, and we have a create. And inside the create, we don't need to do anything. And we come down here, and then we have paintings, and we use a truncate function. And inside the truncate, we don't need to do anything again. And we come down here, we issue a 4. So if I hit 4 and tab, it's not going to do anything. Let me just see if I can use a shortcut or something. Just type this by hand. Let's say we have a variable called I. I'm going to set it to 0. And then let's say I'm going to create less than 50 records. So I'm going to say 50. And also let's increment it by I++. And inside this, I forgot to put I before this. There we go. I'm going to use some space for you to see it much better. And then inside this, I'm going to say painting. Paintings, which is a variable I just created right now. Let's say painting and then create. Inside the create, I'm going to use an array. And inside an array, let me just open up this array and then let's hit. And then inside an array, I'm going to use the fields that I want to put some fake data into. So I'm just going to type a title again. And, inside array, we can use just key value pay and separate it with these equal sign and greater than sign. So title with the Faker we have a function called real text, and then inside the real text we can have a random text, which is we're gonna issue a PHP rand with 20 to let's say 40. Okay, then after that we put comma, and let's put comma, then come down here. Actually, I did a mistake. I have to use comma right here and then come down here. The next one is going to be artist. Then the value is going to be again using Faker. Name. We have a name function. Also, we have to generate some integer for year. Hopefully, we have a few. I think I've guessed already. We have Faker again, function called year. I think that's all you need to do. But I did something wrong here, which I have to issue like this. And this array is going to close right here, but I'm going to just close right here and format it. If you format it, it's going to be a little bit different, but I'm not going to format it. I think that's fine right now. And after, at the end, all you need to do is pop over to terminal and type php artisan again, and then this time instead of make seeder, we're going to type db :seed, and that's it. It says painting database, painting table seeder. So if we pop over to our Chrome and then go back to our paintings, if I click here again with my root and password, you can see that 50 columns pretty much it's showed with the different type of string and different type of artist, different year, and these two columns we haven't done anything with them, which just shows the same second, because all of this data is generated within a same 1 second or maybe less. So everything's done. This is the power of seeder. You can use seed to generate fake data and put it inside your database. Now the next step is just showing. If you pop over back here, you can see that we never even used this variable. But I set it here because I wanted to show you if you want to use this painting again and generate different kind of data for your title, you can use it. But all you need is just this code right here.